Hello everyone, my name is Sam Wild. I am a theatre designer and puppet maker, and I'm here with you today to show you how to make some fantastic cardboard bird puppets. Now these are going to become really handy with a new show that I'm designing at Shakespeare's Globe, at the Fir Tree, which is going to be coming out around Christmas. It's a fantastic new production based on a story by Hans Christian Andersen and written by the once-in-a-generation talent that is Hannah Khalil. And it's set in this beautiful Christmas wonderland of a forest, and we need your help to help us populate that forest. So if we make this bird, it'd be great if you could bring it along to the show and help it fly around and really inhabit the space. So it's all made out of sort of regular household materials that you'll probably find you've got lying around. So I have got a cutting mat. Now I'm going to be using sort of craft knives, but you could easily use a pair of scissors, and just be careful because these things are sharp. So if you need the help of an adult or a responsible person, then please do get it. I've got a sheet of cardboard. It's nothing special. It's just an old box we had. I've got a selection of tapes. I've got a pencil, I've got a ruler, and I've got some glue. There is a printable pattern that you can download, and that will tell you what shapes to cut out. Now, I've already cut mine out ahead of time to draw around. The important thing to remember with it is two things. So with the wings, you've got half of the pattern, so you need to cut one side out and then mirror it onto the other side. The other thing you'll find in the document, there's a little arrow that points up or down or left or right. And that'll tell you which way we need the grain of the cardboard to go. If you look at cardboard, you'll notice it's got all these lines on it. And I call that the grain. You can sort of see it a bit clearer on the side where it gets all bumpy. And we need the grain to be going up. It makes it really helpful for the flapping of the wing. We get a much nicer flap if you're going with the grain. So let's just crack on. So I'm just going to draw around the bird. There we are. So we're really trying with the Fir Tree to make it a really responsibly sourced show. So all the animals and puppets and pieces of the show are all sustainably sourced and made out of reusable materials. So I've drawn around it there. I'm just going to cut it out with my scalpel. But the world of the show is set in this wonderful forest. And this is one of the reasons we're showing you this, is so that you can make your own animals and come and help us fill that forest with, we're calling them more than humans. There's lots of different animals in the show. Now, all of my puppets are all quite cardboardy, for want of a better word. I've left them quite bare. I've put a few lines and ripped some of the cardboard up on this one, you can see here, to give it a bit of a feather technique. But there's no reason why you have to do that. You make your bird your own, so you can completely make a different sort of flapping creature. I'll show you some more I've made later. Or, make this one, which is a sparrow. Just cover it in tape or paint and just really make it your own. It can be a really vibrant and beautiful thing. Here we are. So I'll just get rid of that. So there we are. So there's our bird. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to find where I want the flap to be, and I'm just folding it up and folding it down. You can't really make that loose enough. So up and down, up and down, and up and down. And you can already see how it's going to work. So this little fella I've attached to a stick, a bit of dowel. But this one, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it slightly differently. So you'll find that this piece I'm cutting now is not on that pattern that I mentioned. But it's a strip of cardboard. And I've cut it with the grain going this way, which will mean that I can bend it a lot better. There we go. So I'm just making myself a little loop there. And I'm going to use a bit of tape. And I'm going to tape that together. See what I've done there? I've just taped that up. And I'm going to use a tiny, tiny bit of glue. Just attaching that to the body of the bird. I'm just going to push that down, just hold it down for a moment. There we are. As soon as you've got that done, that gives me my bird. So as you can see, I'm just gonna fold that up a bit, give that a bit more shape. And that is my bird. Now, as I say, you can hold it in your hand, or you can put it on a stick if you fancy. There are lots of other shapes you can use on that pattern as well. And if you follow the instruction booklet, you'll be able to make the actual bird that we use in the show. So with a head and a beak and a sparrow. It's all very simple, all made out of the same materials, using the same equipment. There we go, that one. And you know, why stop there? You could make a much larger creature. This one's a crow, much bigger in scale. And I've also put a bit of paint on this one. If you don't want to make that one, why not try a bat? There we are. Or my daughter's personal favourite, the butterfly. There we go. And if you don't want to do that, you can do hand one. I've got a little dragonfly you could try. And if none of those, if a flapping creature doesn't take your fancy, why not make yourself a little costume and be one of the more than humans in our show? So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see all these wonderful and weird creatures that you create at the show. Please do share them on social media and come along to the show and be part of our winter wonderland at the Fir Tree at the Globe. Thank you very much.